is there. See guys, you just go here inside Oracle VirtualBox. Here you can see. Here, these are all the preferences: import appliance, export appliance, new cloud VM, virtual media manager, host network manager, network operations manager, check for updates, reset all warnings, exit. So these are all the things you can see. Here under this mission, you can see one new. Okay. So click on new and name of the mission we are creating. So maybe, for example, VM1 I'm giving, and it is Windows, and it is 10 only. No, I mean the type we are going to this one is Linux we are going to install. Under Oracle 64-bit it will come by default. Okay, so Linux is the mission. Under that Oracle 64-bit you can see. So click next. You can see here this one. So here you can see some 3 GB at least you can give. 8 GB, no, the total mission RAM is?
And this one is 16 GB.
Oh, 16 GB. Okay. Then you can give at least a 6 GB you can give for this mission. Maybe 6908 like this I'll give. Click next. Create. So here it is asking VirtualBox disk image. This is the default option in which your VirtualBox will be stored. Okay, so click next. And you can see dynamically allocated and fixed size. So here it is dynamically allocated because we won't give a fixed size here. It might shrink or automatically when it will shrink, or whenever the data we are giving, it will get filled, and when we remove the data, it will just shrink. That's why we are giving dynamically allocated here. Okay, so click on next. Here you just give how much GB you want for the whole mission. So you can give like 120 GB like this I used to give. 120 GB. Okay, but we are not going to fill with data. Simply we are giving for safety purpose, we are giving 120 GB. Okay, just click create. So now the mission is created. So what I did, just I went inside new and gave some name. And here the type you have to select Linux, and then Oracle 64-bit. If your mission is 64-bit, automatically this will come. Okay, if the virtualization is being enabled by default it would have been enabled, but in some processors like AMD processors, it would have got disabled. So if it is Intel processor, by default it will get enabled. So Oracle 64-bit should have got enabled. Okay, then just you have to give next, and then here the RAM size, how much of your total RAM you are going to use. Since this is 16 GB RAM, I have given some 6 GB. Okay, that's more than enough. And then click next.
And for 8 GB RAM, what should be the size?
4 GB you can give maximum. 3 to 4 you can give. So click create. Okay, here it will ask you VDI. VDI is the one which is by default. So click next, and then it's dynamically allocated. So by default we'll give dynamically allocated. And if it is just click next, and by default it will go and store under this path C:users, whatever your name, VirtualBox VMs, VM2, like this it will go and store. And here you can give 120 GB because since it's dynamically allocated, we are not going to give much space. Okay, so it won't occupy the whole 120 GB, just to 10 GB maximum, 50 GB it will occupy, even if we give data also. So just for our protection, for our safety, we are giving some more space. That's it. Just 120 GB you can give, and click create. That's it. Okay. So now I have created already one mission called VM1. Now what you do, you just go here, and the settings we have to do. Okay, this settings you just go under. This is your settings. General you go. See general, you can see the basic. Basic means name of the mission and the type and the version as well. Here in the advanced, you can see the shared clipboard and drag and drop. That is between Windows and Linux. I want to share the folder, I want to copy and paste, means this both we have to enable. Okay, so shared clipboard I am giving bidirectional, as well as drag and drop you give bidirectional. Okay, and description and disk encryption is not required. You just check once more. Okay, everything is basic and advanced is okay, filled. Now you go to left system. So in this system, this floppy, disable it. Okay, only optical and hard disk should be there. So optical, you just enable and drag it up. Okay, similarly hard disk also you bring it up. Then you just check here in the processor. Here you can give till this green color, green symbol, you can give your processors, you can increase. So just let me increase here, just for the speed. Okay, 4 processor is more than enough. So 4 you can give. And then display, so display nothing to give. Storage, here only you have to give the Oracle Enterprise Linux ISO we downloaded now. So that one you have to give here. So click on empty and then go here. Go here to ID secondary device, it asks. So we have to choose the disk file. Okay, so choose disk file. So under downloads, this one, this is your .iso file. Like you can, if it is a .iso file, just you can select it. Where you have downloaded that ISO file? This one only?
Yeah, that's under download.
Okay, this is the one. Okay. Click on open here. Okay. Here you can see like this, it will get mounted. Okay. This disk will get mounted here. And then here you go, audio and all not required, and just to preserve the resource, save the resource. Here network you go. See network, you can enable 2 network adapters. One for internet and one for the local host. Okay. So enable network adapter. So normally I used to give bridged adapter. Okay, bridged adapter. And then you just give allow all. Okay. So similarly here, you can give bridged adapter and allow all. Okay. So like this, 2 adapters we have to enable. Now serial ports, USB and all not required. Shared folders later on, after installing Oracle Linux, we'll go for installation of Oracle database software. At that time we can share this folder. Okay. So just click OK. Okay. So now what we have done, we went to settings and then we gave basic, advanced we filled, and then system, we dragged this, lifted this hard disk and optical upwards, and this processor we have given 6 GB RAM we have given, and the processor we have given 4. Okay, and then storage, we mounted the disk which we downloaded, that ISO file we have downloaded. No, that one we have given here. And the network, 2 network adapters we have added. Okay, so 2 bridged adapters I have added. So just click OK. Now let's start the installation of Oracle Enterprise Linux. Okay. Someone just see, new machine you have created, no?
Yes.
Yeah. In the settings you go, and then see in the settings, this only. Okay. So under general you go. Here you can see the basic. Basic already we have given this name, what is the type, and Oracle 64-bit we have given. In the advanced you go and give both bidirectional. Okay. And then in the system, you just go and lift this hard disk and optical upwards. Right. And then the processor, you give some till some 4 processors you can give to increase the speed. And then you go to storage and you can mount that ISO, which we already downloaded, no, last class. So that one, you just go here and choose the file it will ask. So there you just mount this ISO file. Okay, and then you go to network, and enable two network adapter here. That is adapter 1. You go and take this bridged adapter. Okay, similarly, advanced you go, allow all you give. Similarly, here under adapter 2, you enable the next adapter, that is also bridged adapter. Okay, and then your that's it. With network, just click OK. That's all. Can you follow? See, general, what we did, just advanced we gave bidirectional for both shared clipboard and drag and drop. And basic already we have given all the name, type and version we have done. And here in system, what we have done is the motherboard, we just drag this hard disk and optical upwards. And then the processor, we gave like 4 processors we are given. And in the storage, we have to mount this hard disk. Okay, this ISO image file we have to mount. So for that, you have to go here. And if you click here, you can see, choose a disk file, you can see here. Just click on it and it will open wherever, which path you have to go there. And from there, you can mount this. And then here in the network, what we did, we just enabled 2 adapters. Both are bridged adapters and allow all option we gave. Okay, that's it. Just click OK. So let me stop this now. As of now, let me close this again and start. Power off. So this VirtualBox acts as an interface between the Windows and the Linux, because I want to work on Linux. So I'm going to install the Linux as the OS inside this VM. That's why we are using this VirtualBox. Okay. So now just start this. So press escape to abort the check. If someone is unmuted, please put in mute. See, like this, we can see. So like this, the mouse will go. Okay, inside the mouse, you can use this. Just if you click, right click, this mouse will get activated inside. Okay, just continue. English by default, English is the language. And here you have to go for which installation source and software selection. Okay, so installation source, just go here. I want to use this, just go by default. Server MySQL I don't want, so just you can uncheck this and click done here. So now here software selection, you just can see here server with GUI you can select. Okay, server with GUI. Here in the right side, you can see so many options are here. Okay, so here, which are all are very essential, only that one is enough, because otherwise it will occupy the space. So just you go here and this security tools, development tools, compatibility libraries, virtualization tools, virtualization hypervisor, virtualization client. So these tools are essential. Network file system client you can choose. Here this installation we have to do with very patience. Okay, so click done. This is enough. Okay, just click done. So local media we have chosen and server with GA is done. Now installation destination we have to choose. Automatic partitioning selected. That we should not give. We want our own disk. So just click on this. Here I will configure partitioning. You should go. Here I will configure partitioning because I should know which one I want. So just click done. So here we are going to see which partition we want. Okay. So just click plus. Here the mount point slash home. Some 4 GB you can give for slash home. 4 capital G you give. Add mount point. Okay. Then you add slash var. Some 2 GB is enough for var. Boot 2 GB is enough. Swap. Some 4 GB we can give. How much home we are giving, the same size you can give for swap. The remaining size, how much I have, 107.99 GB I have. So the fully I can give it for slash, that is the root directory. So I can give 107 GB. So remaining I have 1 GB, that's let it be free. Okay. So just go and click done. Here, accept changes. Okay. Now, what we have given, custom partitioning we have given, how much the size. Okay. According to that, you can do. And installation source, then software selection, server with GA. Now, network and host name. So, we added two network adapters, two bridged adapters we added now outside. The same thing it is showing here. So one for local IP, okay, local address you can give one. The other one is for internet. Okay, to access the internet, we have to download some software from the internet and we have to proceed with the installation. Okay, for that we need this adapters. So one will use for local. Okay, so here ENP 0S3 will use for it. And here you can give what is the name you want to give for the host name. So you just give here. So what is your host name you want to give? Some VM1 I gave. So VM1, if your mission, what name you want to give? The same, you can give any name. Okay. VM1.local domain. Now we have to give what is the IP address. So go to configure, go to general. Here Ethernet you go. You can see ENP0S3. So ENP0S3, this is your MAC address. Okay. The 080027AA45C1. This is the MAC address. Okay. So now go to IPv4 settings. And here you have to select manual. So manually we are going to configure IP address. Okay. So just keep add. Here you give what is that IP address you want to give. That is 192.168.56.71. Okay. And then the net mask maybe 255.255.255.0 you can give. Then gateway you can allow all the IPs. So just you give 4 zeros. Okay, that's enough. That's it. Just if you know once this installation, it will become very easy for you. Okay. So next one, ENP08. So first one, you can make it on. You can go and check we configured no that 192. So this is for internet. So you can configure it as automatic. Just you go here, IPv4 settings, automatic. This is for internet. Okay. This one is for local IP. So local IP, configure IPv4 settings, manual. That IP address we gave, right? So that one you give. I want to give for the first port. That's why I'm giving.
Guys, don't worry. This question generally is not asked in the interview. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
is
don't-
not our. So you should know. That's it. For your working in your system, better you know it. Here, this is for internet and this is for the local IP. Okay, so just click done. This is for internet. Just click done. So now your machine is ready. Okay, now just begin installation again. So root password is not set. Here you can give some password. See, for example, Oracle you want to give. Just Oracle you give. Let it be a weak password, no
Yeah,
issues.
please remember this password. Okay.
Yeah. During installation, whatever the password you are giving, that should be that you should note down in some notepad also. Just again you click done. Let me again type properly. I have given Oracle. Okay.
So Anustup, make a note of this password. Oracle.
So just click done. So out of 1,372 packages, 269 packages, 272 plus it has started. It has installed. Okay, so some 5 to 7 minutes it might take. Depends on your machine speed.
So guys, if you have not followed this, then watch this recording, okay? And try all the steps one by one, whatever we have discussed. So
Just right click you have to do to go inside this Linux. Okay.
yeah.
Once you do this, no, it will become easier. First, when you see it, you'll feel somewhat difficult, but when you're doing once, you'll get confidence. So till then, anyone else has completed the download? Have you started the installation like this, guys? If anyone have issues, you can show me if you have.
So basically here you are creating a operating system, okay? Within the window, you are installing Unix operating system, Linux operating system. Now you will log into Linux, this machine, and you will start doing practice. So all the classes like Linux, Unix, database, everything you have to exercise over here in this box, in this.
Yeah, inside this virtual box, you have to work all your Linux commands, as well as on the top of the Linux, we are going to install Oracle software. So there you can work all your Oracle related commands.
You might be wondering why we are doing this. The reason is because in company, we are, as a developer, you will work on the Linux, not on the Windows. Okay, Windows is used only for your some email checking, like some regular work, but the real development, all the technical work happens in the Linux machine. So that's why this is your working environment. So you have to be very good in this
Linux, yeah.
Linux. So you have to get accustomed of this. Okay. So as a developer, you will not work on Windows. You will work on the Linux machine. It will take some time.
Yeah, it's going to complete some 200 packages.
So this is a user interface, right? It's a
Yeah.
kind of
Yes. Some 100 packages remaining. Like 192.168 you have to start with. The other numbers you can give, like better you give 192.168.56. After that, the last digit you can give any digits. Other than 0 and 255, you can give any digits. 192.168.56 you can start with, first 3 digits. Next one you can give like better, like 1 or 2 or whatever it is. I have given 71 here. 61 or 71, 75, like that you can give any number. Only 100 more will complete. No, they are different. Kali Linux is a different flavor. But this Oracle Linux better you can work because Oracle's software, this Oracle Linux is. So it's easier to download and the software is free trial you can use. So better you can download Oracle Linux. Working is very easier to understand as well as to work on. It's user friendly. Mostly the same Linux you will have in your real-time environment in your companies as well. They'll use Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So if you work with this Linux, no, it will be easier for you while you work in real-time environment. So done. Post installation it is doing. Some 5 more minutes it might take. Yes. Yeah, yes for Ritesh and for Raman Singh. Yeah. Yeah, Raman Singh. It's multiple users can work with the server, Unix server. So for home directory, you can give 4 GB, and swap also you can give 4 GB. The others you can give 2 GB, 2 GB each, /var and /bin and slash the remaining, how much you have, the everything you can give for /, because / is the topmost directory. Okay, / means that is the root directory which has all the directories inbuilt. Okay, so we have to give large space for the / directory. So we'll see what all these directories, what are all the contents of each, we will see. ls -l you give. You can see some files, hello.c, some files will be there. Some 6 files will be there. ll won't work, ls-l only will work. So it is generating the init RAM file system, and after that bootloader is complete. Now we can reboot. So just click on this reboot. Wait, I'll complete and show you that. Wait. See, license not accepted. Just accept the license. Click done. So finish configuration.
Junas, we have typed -1. It should be -L.
Yeah, -L.
Command is wrong.
Just you can give your name. Give a password. I'm giving Oracle as the password. You're all set. Now start using Oracle NX Server. Now we can close this. Now some more settings we have to complete and then we'll start. See, open terminal. As a root user, now we are going to configure the IP address. That is, we gave 192.168.56.71. It is available inside the file called /etc/host. Okay, so this is the file in which all your IP addresses are stored. Okay, you can note down this file name, that is /etc/host. Okay, so now I want to check what is the content inside this file. So let me give VI. VI is the editor name. Okay, so VI/etc/host we are giving. Just give enter. See here, I want to enter into this one. So I want to enter some text into this file. So escape I you give. Okay, escape I. So now you go here. Escape I, if you press, you can insert the text. Okay, now we'll give our IP address 192.168.56.71. So our name, mission name is vm1.localdomain. Okay, so if you want to give any alias, just to give vm1. Okay, so vm1.localdomain is the host name I gave while during installation. Hope you remember. And that's what I've given. And the corresponding IP address, this is the one I have given. Okay. Now VM1 is the alias name you can give. Right. So now when I want to come out after saving, you have to give escape you press. Okay. Colon you press. Colon WQ. Means you can save and quit. Okay. So when you want to enter into the file, just you give VI space /etc/host, and after entering into the file, you just give escape I. Okay, escape small I if you press, you'll be able to insert the text. Now I have inserted, this is the IP address I have given during the installation. Okay, so the same IP address I am giving here. And the corresponding name also I have given there, like vm1.localdomain was the name I have given. So the same name I'm giving here, vm1.localdomain. Okay, and after that I'm giving vm1, that is the alias name. Okay, now I want to come out of the file. I want to save this file and come out. So again, escape :WQ. Escape :WQ you give. Okay, means write and quit. So I have saved the file, right? Now if I want to come out, just press Control, you can come out. So now if I want to go again, just you press click inside, that's it. Okay. Now I want to check whether I'm able to connect with this VM1 machine. So just ping VM1 you give. So it's not pinging. So you have to restart the machine. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just Control C if you want to abort any transaction, whatever the command you have given and you want to come out means Control C you can press. Control and C at the same time. Okay. So now let me stop the firewall. Because firewall won't allow us to communicate. So now when we start the mission, we can see I can communicate with the Google. Okay. But with this mission, it is not able to communicate because I have to restart the mission. Okay, Control C have pressed. Now I have to type init 6. See, when you type init 6, it will reboot the mission. Okay, init 6 is nothing but rebooting the mission. So I have given init 6. You can observe this hash symbol here. So hash symbol is for the root user. As a root user, I'm giving init 6. Okay, only the root user can do that. To start the mission or to shut down the mission or to restart the mission, only the root user can do. So as a root user, I'm giving reboot. So just init 6 I have given. Means it's getting rebooted.
Can you but explain what is root user to people?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Is root user?
Root user is the super user. Okay, as an administrator. See, for example, Windows, while you're logging in as a Windows, means as an administrator only can create the user, or the administrator only can have the permission to shut down the system or to remove the users. So every administrative activity is done by the root user in Linux operating system. Okay, so that's why we call the root user as a super user. Okay, so all the privileges this root user only will have. So now you can see not listed is there. Just you go inside. As a root user you go, because root user only can do all the installation. Oracle is the password I have given. Now this simply, this is just, you can skip this. For the editor, it will show you which editor you want, like that it will show you. Just right click, you can open a terminal to work on this. Okay. So let's try to check. The firewall. It's not there. Okay. Zero 08, let's check. This is for internet connection. So now I'm able to connect, okay, with my own machine. There is VM1 and Google also. I should be able to connect. Okay, these both should be active. Now let me reboot the machine. Init 0 I gave, so it shut down. Init 0 is for shutting down the machine. And init 6 is to restart the machine. Okay. So as a root user, go inside. This also you connect.
So every time we have to log in, right? We have to connect, right?
Yeah, normally in OEL 6.3 we used to, it will get automatically, it will get connected.
Okay.
But here in the 7.3 they have, it's not that much robust like 6.3. Okay, now our machine is ready. Now the pre-installation of the Oracle database will do, and then we'll start doing the installation of our Oracle. Okay.
Right now, Oracle installation is really mandatory. Otherwise, we can focus on Linux only.
Yeah, no issues.
Okay.
Linux we can complete. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's focus on Linux first because people
Sure.
need to get familiar. Then we will go to database.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. So guys, our Oracle Linux machine is ready. Now we can work with whatever the commands you want. Okay. Okay, Anusthap, I'll come out of it, and from my machine I'll show you guys so that you can practice from your machines. Okay.
Yeah. So guys who have not done the installation, if your machine is not ready, then you have to follow these all the steps. Okay. Watch the recordings and follow all the steps and make sure your system is ready. Okay. Yeah.
So I'll share my screen. Let me go to VirtualBox. Let me start the mission. I've given the size big, that's it. So we have installed Oracle Linux Server 7.3. Okay. So in the PPT, we were saying now all the files and directories, commands and utilities last class we saw. So files and directories, from here we'll proceed. See, all the data of Unix is organized as files only. Like if I give CP command, that is recorded as a file. Okay. Whatever the commands I'm giving, whatever the activities I'm doing, everything is organized in the form of files. So all files are organized into directories. These directories are further organized into a tree-like structure called the file system. Okay. So what are the functions of Unix? Why should we go for Unix? Means the operating system uses password protection. See, when you compare with the Windows, Oracle, Linux or Unix, whatever the flavors, they have well protected system, like password protection for to protect user data and similar to other techniques. It also prevents unauthorized access to programs and user data as well. Okay. So like if I want to access some other users programs, if I am user U1, I want to access U2's program, means I won't be, because I need the permission to access that particular user's data and programs. And control over system performance, like it monitors overall system health to help improve performance, and records the response time between service requests and system response to have a complete view of the system health. See, if I want to control the system performance, means it has to go with checking each and every activity, see what command this user is giving, what command that user is giving, how much time it would take, whether the system health would be affected by this or not. Like that, it will check. Okay, so that is what control over system performance, and it will help improve the performance by providing important information needed to troubleshoot problems. So job accounting, OS keeps track of time and resources used by various tasks and users. So this information can be used to track resource usage for a particular user or group of users. So if some particular HR, see for example, HR job is to be done, means some team members might be there, right? Some 5 to 6 members might be looking after the HR job, or inventory. Inventory department means those people will be taking that particular work. So this OS will keep track by which user has done what activity. So HR people has done what are all the various tasks been assigned to them. or the resource, how much resource they have used, whether how much CPU they have used, how much memory they have used. Like this job accounting, it used to maintain. Next one is error detecting aids. So OS constantly monitors the system to detect errors and avoid the malfunctioning of computer system. So if any system has some drive, some issues there with the drive or with the input device, or with the that is the keyboard driver is not working, or the printer driver is not working, or inside the processor itself some files got corrupted. So like that, it will just constantly it will monitor. Okay, so that is why we call it as, it has error detecting aids as well. So that's why we prefer Unix over other OS like Windows or whatever it is. And coordination between other software and users. Just now we saw, right, how in the Windows itself I'm able to install the VirtualBox, and I am able to work on the Unix commands. So that is the robustness I'm getting, and that is the advantage I'm getting from Unix. So operating system coordinates and assign interpreters, compilers, assemblers, all these softwares. Okay. As well as memory management, we saw no kernel's job is like memory management, disk management, scheduling of the jobs, then CPU management. All these are the tasks of the this one, that is your kernel. So that is what they say here. Like the operating system manages the primary memory or main memory. Okay, so main memory means it's made up of a large array of bytes or words, where each byte or word is assigned a certain address. So main memory is a fast storage and it can be accessed directly by the CPU. For a program to be executed, it should be first loaded into the main memory. So while we are starting the operating system, all your bootloader will get loaded. You might have seen just some black color screen was there, isn't it? When I started the mission, VirtualBox, you would have seen some black color screen was there. So it was showing me like starting Oracle Enterprise Linux 7.3, like that it was showing, right? So that bootloader is being loaded from your main memory only. Next one is processor management. Like if multi-programming environment, the OS only decides the order in which process have access to the processor. That's what we discussed in the last class, like which priority is being given to which user, like how much processing time each process has. So for example, one user is giving move command, mv move command. One user is giving list command to list all the files. Okay, another user is giving copy command. Another user is giving some other, for example, network command, net statistics command. One more user is giving OS statistics command. One more user is giving CPU statistics command. Like this, various users are giving various commands means accordingly the processor has to maintain how much time each process will take. Accordingly, it has to schedule the process. Okay, so for move command, some 0.002 seconds it might take. So accordingly, it will schedule the process for it. Similarly, for moving one file to another from one place to another, it's just accommodating the processor for that particular time, right? So like that, it will just divide the whole process activity as small tasks. Okay, small processes it will do. So an operating system performs the following activities, like for processor management, like that's what we discussed, right? So all these activities, the processor management will take care. Next one is device management. So device management means what? Like we can see hard disk only we are saying this as a device management. Means an OS manages device communication via the respective drivers. So I said no, for hard disk drive means some drivers we need to interact between the hard disk and the other IO units. Okay, so it performs the following activities. What are all the activities? Like it keeps track of all devices connected to the system. So if you are connecting, say for example, one printer I'm connecting, or one keyboard I'm connecting, or one USB I'm connecting. So it just checks whether all the devices have been connected, or all the, if any input request is being given by a particular device, then it will recognize and accordingly it will send the request to the corresponding device. So similarly, if we are seeing the output in the screen, so from the hard disk it has to send. Similarly, the data it has to send, means to the processor it has to send. Like that, the interaction between the interaction as well as the intercommunication of the data, okay, between all these devices are being taken care by this hard disk drive, okay. And also it designates a program responsible for every device that we say as IO controller, okay. Like hard disk controller, we have IO controller as well, right? So that's why we call it as device management. So these are all the activities normally by the Unix. So apart from this, like memory management, processor management, hard disk management, we have file management. So we said, right, see, whatever the commands I'm giving, it is stored in the form of files, I said, right? So that is what, see, a file system is organized into directories, okay, for efficient or easy navigation and usage. So I want to use some commands, means it should know where that command binary file is being stored, okay. From there it will use all those, it will practice, or it while I'm using, see, for example, list, I want to list some commands, okay. So it has to find out what is the binary for this list, and accordingly it will go and list all the files, okay. So it has to, it contain other directories and other files as well. See, for example, /etc directory is there. So this list will connect with that /etc and check what are all the directories and files are there, which one is required as of now. According to my command given, which one is required as of now. So like that, it will just check. So apart from this, an OS carries out the following file management activities. Like it keeps track of where information is stored. That's what I said, right? So like binary files, where it is stored, library files, where it is stored, or some executable files, where it is stored, or some configuration files, where it is stored, or some messages, where it is stored, or some variables, where it is stored. So all the information, that is what metadata we used to say, okay. So all these information is being stored by this particular file management. So it keeps track of it. It just keeps track of what are all the information and where it is available. So user access settings and status of every file. See, one file is online, or another file is offline, or another file is corrupted. Like that, the status of each and every file is being stored by the Unix as well. That's why we call it as file management it is doing. So these facilities are collectively known as the file system. Okay. So what are all the facilities we are saying, like monitoring the status of the files, or access permissions, whether this user can access this file or not, like that, or this file can be accessed by whom, which users can access this particular file, or this user can access which files, like that. In both the perspectives, we are storing the file information, as well as we are keeping track of the information, as I said, like binaries or executables or libraries or configurations or variables or messages. So which type of file and where it is stored, what is the use of it. So everything is being managed by the Unix OS. Okay, so these are all the 9 activities it does. So apart from this Unix file system, this is how it is being stored. See, this slash, I said, no, slash root. So this simply slash is nothing but the root directory. Okay. So the root directory contains what? The other directories. Okay. The other directories and file systems are being stored. So under directories, you can see like binary files or device files or configuration files or library files or user files or temp files or variable files or home directory. So like this, you can check. So let's see that in the practicals. See, list hyphen L, the same, both LL and LS hyphen L. So this LL won't work in online compiler. Okay, that's why we installed the VirtualBox, and on the top of it, we installed the Oracle Enterprise Linux here. Okay, so LL, you can see here the commands list hyphen L and LL means just the detailed list of all the files you can see. See, when you see here this configuration file, you can see the list, the detailed information about this particular file you can see here, right? So that is why ls hyphen L means detailed list of all the files you can see here. ls hyphen L or LL, both will show the same output. Okay, long listing. LL is nothing but long listing. Okay, so now what you'll do? Yeah, do you
Guys,
have any doubts? Yeah?
you have to memorize, or you have to remember this command. I would say you have to memorize for right
Yes,
now.
of course. So here, the commands here it has been given, like directories or files, all these it's been given. So apart from this, like classification of the Unix file system, special files, ordinary files, all these are there. I'll share you the commands, basic Unix commands I'll share you, so that you can memorize all the commands. Okay, so that it will be easier while you are working here. Fine. So long listing, LL means long listing, I said, right? Now you should know the other command, like so the other command, LL, I said, long listing. CD, CD means change directory. Okay, MD means make directory, or you can give mkdir also. Mkdir means to create a directory. Okay,
Directory you can assume like a folder.
yeah,
It's like a folder on window.
in Windows we are creating the folder, the same thing here, directory. So the slash is the topmost directory, that is the root. Here you call it as the root, and this is the topmost hierarchy. Okay, topmost hierarchy, this directories. Okay, so under the slash root only all the directories are there. So let's see that. See, let's give cd slash, means I am inside now in one directory. I want to go to this directory. If you want to go to this directory, move to this directory, you give cd slash. Okay, so cd slash you give. Now I want to check under which directory I am. So what you can give is pwd. Pwd means present working directory. Okay, so pwd means present working directory, cd means change directory. So from previous directory I came here to slash. So I want to check this. Now I am under which directory I want to check? cpwd, present working directory. Say I have come here to slash. Okay, so what we did, cd slash we have come, and we have come to slash. Now you just give ll. So you can see in our ppt we saw the directories. Here under slash root, under slash, you can see slash bin, slash dev, slash etc, slash library, the same thing here you can see. See slash bin, bin is the binary file, boot files, device files, configuration files, home files, library files. So this is for 32-bit systems, library files, and lib64 is for 64-bit system files, and media files, mount files, optional files, procedure or process files, root files, run files, system binary files, service files, sys files, temporary files, and all these are variables. And for particular user files, all these are here under this slash only. So we studied that slash is the topmost hierarchy. Under that, we have all these directories. Okay. So all these directories we'll see in the next class. What is the use of it? And then we'll proceed. Okay. Fine, guys. Hope you understood. You just go through it and you just study. Okay.
Yeah, so next class, guys, please make sure your system is ready. Just go through this recording again and make sure your system are ready. And if you face any challenge while installation, then put the question in the group. We will try to solve it. Okay. So once your system is ready, then we will practice all the commands. So basically you have to practice all the command in itself.
So please ensure that it is ready by next class, guys, so that you can, all the commands will see by next class. Okay.
Okay. Any questions? Any doubt?
Sir, in recording, font is not clearly visible. Sometimes font is not clearly visible, and there is not no zoom option is there.
Font is not visible in recording, right?
Some font it makes difficult to view.
I'll-
Which font you're talking about? The slides, the PPT font,
Yeah.
or
I'll stop the recording.
yeah, you can. Yeah, we can stop the recording now.
Yeah.